But we saw the Statue of Liberty. They could have given something.
I think that that's an interesting point. So you go into the Forbidden Zone. The Forbidden Zone is just more desert. It would have been interesting if they would seen maybe
tips of buildings above the ground.
Tips of buildings or broken highway. And I know this is 2,000 years, but anything like that, a structure of a city, something, so he could simply say, be careful. Anything
and that
like
could have also been a map painting. I mean, it didn't have to be like a natural structure. They could have put something there just to kind of give us indication.
Well, we'll see in future films that there is a city to be seen of sorts. I mean, that is there. It would have been interesting if they simply put something like that so that it's a different environment. So when they're in the Forbidden Zone, it's terrifying to them because something will come in the next minute that terrifies them.
Right, yeah.
That could be the escalation from what they're already afraid. You usually aren't just going to be terrified when you see something out of the blue. It's got to be a build.
A strangeness to you, yeah.
Unless you see the trailer for The Nun. That'll scare the shit out of you, and it's out of the blue, by the way.
Only if you give a shit about Christian mythology.
Oh, I don't give a shit. No, I took it's a new film.
Like a sequel to Annabelle.
And I could not care less.
The Conjuring. I may have watched it. No, it hasn't come to theaters yet.
The preview.
It's pretty new.
Okay.
So I take the family to see The Meg, which is meh, and
The Meg?
The Megalodon, the big shark movie.
It's about a giant shark. Come on.
My daughter, her friend, wanted to go to the movies. My wife and I were like, let's go see something that's absolutely crap.
Garbage.
Because Shelley will not see anything with Tom Cruise. I wanted to see Mission Impossible, but I digress. So she hates Tom Cruise. We're watching, and this starts off with, that talks about the mythology kind of thing. And you've already seen the image of the nun, which is very creepy. And this girl in a kind of a nunnish cloak is walking along down a corridor, and suddenly the camera pushes to one side, and behind her we see that apparition of the nun. And Shelley hates scary stories so bad. And it's all coming, it's all a positive shot right towards the lens, and all of a sudden you just hear, oh! And the nun comes from this way and takes her and slams her against the wall. I thought Shelley had shit her pants. I have to admit, I was, oh God. So it's actually scary.
Someone's at the door. Someone's at
the door. Yes, that's something also. Maybe we should do an in-between sometime on the things that scare my wife.
All right.
Anyway, we have so digressed there. That is minute 69 for Beneath the Planet of the Apes. We will be back on Friday with minute 70. Until then, I am Todd. Richard and Sean, Sean, don't drink too much between this episode and the next.
I'm going to go drop some stuff off. I'm going to go file some paperwork.
Oh, my God.
I'm so going to cut that. All right. That's about all we got for this one. For Richard and Sean, I'm Todd. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Beneath the Minute of the Apes. Beneath the Minute of the Apes. Beneath the Minute of the Apes.
The only good human is a dead human.